have probably heard that the third commandment, do not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. For the Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain. Exodus 20, verse 7. However, it does not simply mean just taking the word God in a pointless sentence, like a girl dropping the, her plate of food, saying "Oh my God." So, what does it really mean? Stick with us. Quita esa parte de stick with us, pero aquí ya viene ese fue el gancho. Ahora vamos a lo principal del video, ¿ok? Editas esto. All right. Hello, guys. This is your host Israel for Wisdom Media, and we're gonna be talking about the third commandment, which is one of the most misunderstood commandments ever. It's but okay. Yeah, we're gonna get right to it. So the word used in some translations is the word take. However, in Hebrew, it can also be carry. That word is interchangeable. It's like how we know a yard. It can be your backyard, or it can be I can run 20 yards. I really can't. Or light. It could be light or heavy, or a leaf, like the leaves of a tree, or leaving a like, subscribing, and following your social media. Anyways, but yeah, we'll focus on the use of carry, or as the NIV puts it, misuse. But yeah, that word isn't interchangeable. It can be used carry or to use as take or carry, depending on the context. That is why the NIV shows to use the word misuse. So it'll read, do not misuse God's name in vain, which may give a different understanding of the text. So, what is the word carry? What will that make what would that make that commandment a bigger deal? So, carrying God's name in vain or misusing it mostly will mean doing evil acts while carrying God's name. So examples could be like Catholics during the Inquisition. Examples like Pope Alexander the Sixth, and he had a pretty insane scandals on corruption and many other charges. So always keep in mind that popes are allegedly the representative of Christ on earth. So I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. So another example could be of Islamic terrorists can also carry God's name in vain, by them yelling Allahu Akbar, with means God is the most great, while murdering innocent people, running over Jews with their cars, stabbing people, sending their kids with a bomb to explode on U.S. soldiers. Things like that are carrying God's name in vain. Or to use a Protestant, yeah, like Kenneth Copeland and Cash Luna, Benny Hinn, and all that band of of prosperity preachers, that carried God's name in vain by twisting biblical verses incorrectly in order to deceive people into giving them large amounts of money, allegedly, because God told them. Yeah, there's. We're gonna put a video of that also. Um, yeah, like even Kenneth Copeland has a video on it. where it says, "Yeah, you bought this jet. Yeah, God wants me to buy a new personal jet, so I can fly all over the place to preach the gospel." But he never preaches the gospel. He pretty much, yeah, just does a preaching about money so he can get some more money and fly to more places so he can have some more money. Uh, Anyways, yeah, yeah. It's pretty funny guy. Okay, but what about the take interpretation? Like, is it even viable? And I would say yes, yes, it is still. I wouldn't say that with this text specifically, but we got verses like Leviticus 19:12, in which he reads, "Do not bring shame on the name of your God by using it to swear falsely. I am the Lord." So there's clearly some ways that one can take God's name in vain instead of carrying it. In a sentence, that this could be an example of it. Um, so yeah, there are some examples of in which saying God's name, saying the word of God's name, could be inappropriate in some situations. But even though it does not fit the third commandment as the concept of carry or misuse, it will still be biblical on certain ways, just not in the third commandment. I think the third commandment works way better within the historical context and theological context with a carry, and that is usually how the Jews understand that verse. Um, Jews usually understand it as carry, but it kind of became popular for Christians to understand it as take. But okay, but yeah, so why not understand it as take? So one of the reasons, as we mentioned, the commandments continues as the Lord will not hold them guiltless who misuses his name. And this is a unique commandment in the sense that it seems to give the biggest judgment, and that is why it's usually known as the worst commandment to break. So I think it makes way more sense that it is worse to commit evil in God's name, like as we mentioned, the terrorist attacks. Then a girl in TikTok dropping her food to the floor and saying, "Oh my God." Yeah, if you're gonna make the worst commandment out there, I don't think it'll be some TikTok girl saying, "Oh my God." It makes more sense as carry, as we mentioned. So just to clarify, of course, which is still respect God's name and to not use it loosely. It is simply that it just makes more sense to understand it as carry rather than take. So yeah, take this lesson today, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm Israel for Wisdom Media, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our social media. And yeah, thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.